Roads are just the beginning of what we build when we settle in new places. Father says that no decent Roman town can do without a bathhouse. Marcus writes that a new one just opened nearby, and the local people are astounded. It seems that they have never seen anything like this before. Can you imagine? Apparently, they didn't wash very often, and when they did, they used only rivers, streams, and wells. That must have been cold and uncomfortable. I love the bathhouse. It's where we go to visit with our friends and neighbors. My favorite is the hot water bath. No matter how cold it is outside, the water there is always plenty warm. Grandfather says that's thanks to good old Roman engineering and something called the hypocaust, which means fire beneath. The other day he took me down to see how it works. A furnace under the floor heats hot air that rises through clay pipes in the walls to warm the rooms. So both the floor and the wall are heated. But that's not all. The fire heats the water also. There's an extra little place built into the bottom of the bath called a testudo, or tortoise. It juts out close to the fire, so the water there gets very hot. Then the hot water rises in the tub and the cold water sinks, bringing it closer to the fire to be warmed. Marcus says the men really like the new bathhouse at camp, but that it's nothing like the baths we have in Rome. Some of them are really huge, and they have gyms, libraries, music rooms, and even snack bars. My family goes every day. We Romans like to stay clean and healthy, and our famous aqueducts make it all possible. It takes a lot of water to fill all the baths in the empire. And teacher says that clean, fresh water is especially important in cities where we live so close together. To transport clean water from the hills, we built a series of water channels called aqueducts. They carry water through tunnels and across valleys. Everything is precisely engineered to keep the water flowing, sometimes for more than 50 miles. When the water reaches the cities, it is distributed to the baths and public fountains. Some families, like ours, can afford to have the water pumped right into their houses. Father says everyone in the Senate is talking about Emperor Hadrian's decision to build a wall across the northern border of Britannia. The wall will be 6 feet high and stretch for nearly 74 miles. Some people are outraged. They think it's an embarrassment to our legions to say they have to hide behind a wall. Grandfather thinks it's about time. He says that Rome is getting too big and too hard to govern well. It takes a long time to get from place to place. So it isn't easy to rule effectively, and people at our borders are always fighting our legions. The wall will let Emperor Hadrian stop worrying about the people in Britannia. Grandfather says he hopes it will give us time and money to start looking at some problems we have closer to home. We still have a wide gap between rich and poor people. Most Romans can't own any land, and they don't have jobs to earn money for food. Grandfather says if we aren't careful, problems in Roman society will bring about our downfall. One thing is for certain, though. Whatever happens next, Rome has made its mark on history. I'm really proud of our Roman accomplishments, and I'm sure we'll have more in the future. I'm gonna keep studying hard so that when I grow up, I'll be able to contribute my ideas to make my country